Hi guys, you welcome back to the channel. Please, if you're new, you kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on the post notification. So guys, right here we have cutted a trouser, and today we are going to be stitching a trouser. The waist is 30, and then the length is 31. The waist is 30 and the length of the trouser is gonna be 31. So without wasting much time, let's get it started. So I'm gonna remove one of the pocket. This is the pocket. This is the pocket. If you want to do be cutting the pocket, you are gonna measure you are gonna fold it into two like this, and you are gonna measure 6 inches. So when you open it, it's gonna be 12 inches. So when you measure right here to the down part, it's gonna be 12 and a half, and you cut it slightly like this, you understand? You cut it this way. So if you open it, then it's gonna be like this, you understand? So without wasting my time, let's get it. So this is the back of the material, the back of the fabrics. That's why we have times it, understand? So let's remove one of it and let's start sewing it. So we're gonna put it on it like this. We're gonna put it on it like this, and we are going to measure 7 inches or 7.25 inches. We are going to measure 7.25 inches right here at the, like, let's say like this. Then you measure it right here. Same thing that we are gonna use be doing with the other one, you understand? So let's cut it and stitch it. So I hope you are watching me carefully. We are cutting it. So look at how we cutted it. So after cutting it, we are gonna fold this one inside. Like this, just like this, to make it look like this. So we are stitching it from the top to the down. We are stitching it from the top part to the down part, you understand? So let's get it done. Alhamdulillah. So we have done that part. So let's go to the other part. So we on the table like this, we are gonna open it like this. To make it look like this, and we are going to be stitching here. We are going to be folding here inside and to be stitching it to the down part, you understand? So we are stitching it. So we are folding it. I hope you are watching me carefully, understand? So we are stitching it to the down part, and yes, this is how we stitch it. So this is how we stitch it. We are stitching the front pocket. This is the front pocket of the trouser, you understand? This is the trouser front and its pocket, you understand? So that is what we are So guys, after making it like this, we are gonna remove one of this, you understand? We are gonna remove one of this. It's two right here, you understand? One is going inside here, and the other one is going the side here. It's cutted slightly, you understand? So we are gonna put this one on right here, you understand? So watch how I'm stitching it carefully, you understand? So let's get it done. So this is how I'm folding it. I'm folding it like this. So that we stitch it. That was much. Let's get it done. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Inna a'tainakal kautsar. Fasalli li rabbika wanhar. Inna sha'niyaka huwal abtar. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So guys, this is exactly how we stitch this one. to make it a design, you understand, to make it a design, to make it a design. So we are on it. So this right here is looking like this, right? So you see it's looking at like this. We are gonna put this one on it like this. We are putting this one on it like this to make it looks like this. We are making the trouser front pocket, you understand? We are making the trouser front pocket. So right here we are gonna measure 2 inches. We are gonna measure 2 inches from here to the here. 2 inches, just 2 inches. You understand? Just 2 inches. Just 2 inches. So we are gonna be stitching it to the very end. So if you are watching me and you are watching me carefully, you are gonna see what I'm doing very, very well. So this is how we stitch it. This is exactly how we stitch it. This is exactly how we stitch it. So this is exactly how we stitch it. So right here, when you put it on it like this, it's gonna be looking like this. It's gonna be looking like this. So we are gonna be cutting it. So we are gonna be cutting right here, guys. We are going to be cutting right here. We are cutting right here, you understand? So after cutting it like this, we are cutted it like this, and after cutting it, we are gonna hold it like this and turn it like this to make it like this. Turn it to make it like this. Turn it to make it like this, so that we stitch it to the down part or the very end. So if you are watching me, then you watch it well so that you can see what I'm doing very, very well. You understand? So this is how we stitch it. This is how we stitch it in a very beautiful way, you understand? So this is exactly how we stitch it. So right here, let's turn this. We are gonna put it inside. That is the front pocket, the first front pocket. This is the first front pocket that we have stitched, you understand? So when we put it on the table like this, it's gonna be looking like this. So when we go iron it, you are gonna be seeing how it looks, you understand? So right here looking like this, you understand? Right here also looking like this, you understand? Looking like this, you understand? So we are gonna be stitching right here. We are gonna be stitching there, so that it looks nice, you understand? It looks so nice, you understand? So we are stitching it. Let's stitch it to get the right results that we want to get. So let's stitch it. So after stitching it, this is the results that we got. After stitching that side, this is the results that we got. So if you put your hands inside like this, this is how it's gonna be, you understand? So when you leave it like this, it's gonna be like this, you understand? This is the first front pocket. This is the right one. So let's move to the next one. So guys, let's move straight to the left part. So as I already told you that we cutted this slant. This is the fabric that we are using it for the front pocket, you understand? When you open it, it's gonna be looking like this, you understand? So the weight is I think 12 inches, you understand? 12 inches, 11 and a half and quarter right here, and also this is 12 and quarter right here at the length. The length is 12 or like 11 and a half and quarter, and the weight is that, and the length is also the 12 and quarter, you understand what I'm talking about? So that is how we do it, understand? So that's how we measure it. So right here we are going to measure 7 and a quarter. We are measuring 7 and a quarter. We are gonna measure 7 and a quarter from the top to the down, right here. right here. So this is how we are measuring. We marking it. You understand? From here, from top to the top to the down, we are measuring 7¼ inches. So we are gonna be using the scissors to cut it like this. Cut it like this. You understand? Cut it like this. So after cutting it, then we are gonna be what? Be doing it like this. We are gonna be folding it like this. We are gonna be folding it like this. We are going to be folding it like this, and to what? Stitch to the top. You understand? And to stitch to the top. So let's do it right now. So this is how we do it. So this is how we do it. This is exactly how we do it. This is exactly how we do it, guys. So over here, we are gonna open it like this. We are going to be opening it to make it look like this, and we are gonna fold this side inside and to stitch it to the down part too. Same way that we did the right side. So this is the left side that we are making. We are making the left side. So this is how we stitch it. This is exactly how we stitch it. So this is exactly how we stitch it. So is it okay? So so after opening it like this, we are gonna take this one, this different fabric. This is a different fabric, you understand? And it's cutted slightly like this, and the weight is, you know, the weight is 4.5, and the length, it will be 7 or something, 7 or 8 inches. The length is 8¼ you understand? So we are going to be putting it right here. We are going to be putting it right here. We are going to be putting it right here, you understand what I'm talking about? And to fold it inside like this, and to fold it inside like this, and to fold it inside like this, and to stitch it to the down part or the very end. So if you are watching me and you are watching me carefully, you are gonna know what I am talking about. I'm gonna be sewing it, you understand? How I'm gonna be sewing it to make it the way that we want it, you understand? So this is how we stitch it. So this is exactly how we stitch it to the down part. So this is how we stitch it to the down part. So let's save it. Let's make sure it's looking straight. Let's make sure that it's looking straight, so that it doesn't bring any fault to us, understand? Let's make sure that it's looking straight. It's looking straight. So we go. So after it's looking like this, we are gonna fold. We are gonna put this one on it like this. We are going to be putting this one on it like this. Do you get it? We are put this one on it like this, and we are going to be measure 2 inches. We are going to be measure 2 inches. This is more than 2 inches, so we need just 2 inches. You understand? We need just 2 inches. We need just 2 inches to what? To sew this one, you understand? So this is 2 inches right here. So we are going to be stitching it from where I'm going to show you. We are going to be stitching it from here to the down the end part. So let's stitch it right now. Let's stitch that part too right now. Let's get fast so that we stitch it. So this is how we stitch it. This one too. This is exactly how we stitch this one too. So we are explaining it beautiful so that you understand how to sew it better, you understand? We are explaining it that calmly and straight, so that you know how to stitch yours what very beautiful, you understand? So this is how it is. So let's mark here. Let's mark here. So let's turn this like this to make it look like this. Let's turn here to make it look like this, and let's turn it to make it look like this, and let's stitch it. Let us stitch it to the down part. You understand? I hope we left some part, but you should never mind it. You should never mind that place. I will show you that place I'm talking about. So this is how we stitch it. This is exactly how we stitch it. This is exactly how we stitch it. So we are going to be putting it inside like this, and to turn it to make it the pocket. So you see that our hands is inside it. So this is how the back is going to be looking. This is how the back is going to be looking. This is the left one, and when we turn it like this, it's going to be looking like this. You understand? It's going to be looking exactly like this. You understand? So this is how it's going to be looking. You understand? So we are going to stitch right here. You are going to stitch right. Just look it carefully so that you know how I am stitching it. So that you will know how I am stitching it. So that you stitch yours too beautifully whenever you are stitching a trouser front pocket. This is the trouser. We are stitching a trouser full tutorial on how to stitch a trouser. So this is how we stitch it. We are making sure that it stands on it, so that we are able to be stitching it what we want properly. Understand? So this is how we get it. This is how we stitch it. This is exactly how we stitch it. So this is the left front pocket. This is exactly how we stitch the left front pocket. This is exactly how we stitch the left front pocket. This is exactly how we stitch the left front pocket right here. You understand? This is how we stitch it. You understand? So this is how we stitch it. Let's move to the next one. We are going to be iron this. So if we come back and it's looking smoother, don't be curious. It's just we iron it. You understand? So after that we come to the next one. So guys, let's move right to the next part. You understand? This is the right part. So we are going to be showing you how to stitch invisible zip to the trouser front zipper. You understand? So the zip length is 9 inches. You can tell by the title the width is almost 1 inches. So this right here, you understand, is where we are going to be putting it. So if you are watching me, watch it carefully so that you know how to stitch yours to better and beautiful. So we are going to be folding it like this. Watch it carefully. We are going to be folding it like this, and to make it flat like this, and to put the zipper on it like this. Make sure that this is coming to yes, this is the NISO. The waist is 30, so it's gonna be short. We are gonna make it short. So this is how we stitch it. Watch it. So this is how we stitch it. This is how we stitch. This is how we attach the zipper to the front trouser on the front. This is how we attach the zipper to the front. You understand? This is how we attach it to the front. So let's go to the other part. You understand? Let's get to another part. So guys, let's get to the other part. You understand? So we have cutted this thread from it, and we are making sure that it looks straight. So we are gonna put our hands on it like this. So right here we have the front pocket that we have been putting the zipper on it. So we are going to take one of the back. We are going to be taking one of the back. So this is the one of the back that you are seeing. You understand? This one is going right here. The other one will be going right here. This right here is going this side. It's going the right side because it's a right. So we are going to put it on it like this. We are going to be putting it on it like this. You see? So we are gonna make it like this to the down part, so we stitch from the down part to the top part. So this is how we stitch it. Let's go, let's do it. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Iza jaa nasrullahi wal fath wa ra'aita an-nasa yadkhuluna fi dinillahi afwajan fasabbih bihamdi rabbika wastaghfirhu innahu kana tawwaban. So guys, this is how we stitch it. Hope you are watching it carefully. So if you are watching it carefully, it's gonna be helpful for you, so that you know how to stitch it the rightest way, you understand, so that the work is gonna come out very beautiful, you understand, so that your work is going to come out as a very beautiful work, you understand. So this is how we stitch the front and the back, the right front and the back. This is how we stitch the right front and the back, you understand. This is exactly how we stitch the right front and its back. You see that the design is right here, so it's going to be showing right here, you understand. So it's going to be showing right here, you understand. So it's gonna fit the top the shirt, you understand. So let's get to the next one. Before getting to the next one, we have to cut here. We have to cut here and make it look like this, and we are going to be turning this one like this, turning the back on like this, and to measure 3.5 inches, 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 and to measure 3.5 inches high. This is 3.5 inches right here. So we are going to be stitching the duct. This is what we call the duct. So this is how we stitch the duct. You understand? This is how we stitch the duct. So this is how we stitch the duct. So after stitching it, I will show you how it looks like. The duct looks like. You understand? I'm going to show you how the duct looks like after this one. So when you open it, it's gonna be like this. So have you seen this one before? So for the beginners, as for the professionals, they know how to sew it. So for the beginners, or for anyone who has started sewing, who has started learning how to sew, this is what we call the duct. So the duct is right here. So let's take the other one and stitch the front and the back to it, you understand. Let's take the other one. So right here now, you see this one is the left. So we are going to be we are going to be putting this one like this. We are going to be putting this one on it like this. It's going this side, right? Okay, it's going this side, but we should never mind. We have turned this one, so it's going this side, and we should be putting this one on it like this. You understand? Same way that we did the other one. You understand? Same way that we did the other one. So we are gonna be making it to the down part, and we stitch from the down part to the top part. We are gonna be stitching it. So guys, we are stitching it from the down to the top part. So let's stitch it right now. Stitching from the down to the top part is what we are on it like this. What we are on it right now. So we are stitching it to the top. So let's get it done. Let's get it done. So guys, we are stitching it to the top part. We are stitching it to the top part. We are stitching it to the top part, so that if you are watching this carefully, you are gonna know how to see yours do very beautiful. You understand? You get it? You're gonna know how to stitch yours very beautiful, so that your work is gonna come out very beautiful and flying colors. You understand? So this is how we stitch it. This is exactly how we stitch it. So if you open it like this, it's gonna be looking like this. It's gonna be looking like this. It's gonna be looking like this after joining the back to the front. This is how it's gonna be looking. You understand? So right here we are gonna be shaping here. We are gonna shape there, and over here, you see this is the back. This is the back. So we are gonna put it on it like this, or turn it to make it like this, or to put it on it like this, and to measure 3.5 inches. And to measure what? 3.5 inches. And to measure 3.5 inches, so that we stitch what? The duct. We are measuring 3.5 inches so that we are able to stitch the duct. So this is the 3.5 inches right here. So we are going to be stitching the duct, the trouser duct. So you see the back duct. We are stitching the back of the trouser duct, where we put the pocket, where we put the pocket. So right here, this is how it's looking. This is exactly how it's gonna be looking. This is exactly how it's gonna be looking. So when you turn it like this, this right here is what we call the duct. This right here is what we call the duct. So what we are gonna do is to turn it like this, and to open it like this. You understand? Open it like this, and to iron it to the down part, same to the first one. So we are going to iron it and come. So guys, after ironing it inside, this is exactly how it's gonna be looking, same to the other one. You understand? So we are gonna turn it like this. We are going to be turning it like this. So this is how it's gonna be looking. So right here, this is where it's going to be the right part, right? So right here is where we're going to be marking the pocket, the back pocket. You understand? From the top to the down is 2 inches right here. Is 2 inches right here. You understand? So we are going to measure 4.25. So we are going to be divided into 2 to make it 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. You understand? 2 and 1 and 2 and 1. So that's gonna be what? 4.25. So guys, this is how it's gonna be marked. You understand? So we are gonna be marking it like this, and to making sure that you see it carefully. And this is how we mark it. So this is how we mark it. So right here we have a fabric like this. It's the same measurement. You understand? We have cut it the same measurement. You understand? So it's 2. The width is 5 and almost 6 inches. You understand? So this the length is also 7.25. So it's 2 right here. You understand? It's 2 right. This is the back. The back is where we the chalk has marked. You understand? So the inside is where the chalk has marked. So the back is right here. So let's start stitching the back pocket. So to start the back pocket stitches, what we are gonna do is to fold this one inside. Fold the length, some of the length inside, like a half inches. You understand? Like a half on and 1 inches. You understand? So this is how we are stitching it, like a half and 1 inches. So this is how is it. So let's stitch it to the end part. Let's stitch it right to the end part. Let's stitch it right to the end part. So this is where we are stitching it. So this is exactly where we are stitching it. You understand? This is exactly where we are stitching it. You understand? So we move to the next ones. So we are going to be moving to the next ones. You understand? So after this one, we are going to take this one too. This is the inner. You understand? The wear is going to be going to the inner part. You understand? So we are going to be picking this one, and to fold it like this, the same way that we made this one. You understand? The same way that we made this one. So guys, we are stitching a back pocket. So yeah, if you are new here and you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe now and turn on the post notification, comment and like and share this video so that any other person to will come and watch it and benefit something from this video, understand. So this is how we stitch it. So we are stitching it from where we mark the pen, you understand. Always we are stitching it from where we mark the pen. So guys, watch it carefully. We are stitching it from where we mark, exactly where we mark the pen, you understand. So we are stitching it from there to the end part, you understand. So to the end part, to the end part. So this is how it's looking. 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 This is exactly how it's looking. I thought. So this is how it's looking, and we are going to be what, folding it like this, and to stitch the inner part like this, to stitch it as smallish like this, and to make it like this waist, you understand. To make it like this waist, and to make it, to open it like this, to open it like this. We are opening it to make it the way we want it, you understand. So let's turn this part to and make sure we are doing the right thing that we want to do. So we are going to open it like this, and to tackle it like this to make it a V, you understand. We are cutting it to make it a V, you understand. To make it a V. So you can see that it has make something like a V, you understand, like a V. So we are gonna fold it inside. So this is how it's gonna be looking, you understand. So it's looking like this. We are gonna be putting it inside like this. We are gonna be putting it inside like this. We are going to put it inside like this, you understand. We are going to be put it inside like this. We are going to be put it inside like this, you understand. So this is how we're going to be making it. This is how we're going to be putting it inside. Put it inside rather. So we are gonna get the right thing that we are using it for the back pocket. We are making sure that we get we searched, or we set it properly so that we get what we want to use it for the back pocket, you understand, for the back pocket. So it's making somehow. So I am going to be using the iron to make it. So after that, then I'll come and show you. It's gonna be looking like this. It's gonna be looking somehow like this, you understand. So let me use the iron to make it, so I'll come and show you. So guys, this is exactly how it's gonna be looking after ironing it. So what we are gonna do is to open it like this. To open this one, the front or the top part, we are gonna open the top part like this, you understand. To open the top part like this, you understand. We are gonna be opening the top part like this, and to stitch this this side, you understand, the downside, and to stitch the downside, so that we get what we want to what using it for it, you understand. So this is how we are stitching it. This is how we stitching it. This is exactly how we stitch it. So guys, this is how it's gonna be looking after stitching this right here. This is how it's going to be looking. So we are gonna turn it to stitch it. we are gonna turn it and to stitch it. You understand? We are going to be turning it like this, and to make sure it looks like this, and to stitch it. You understand? To stitch it and to stitch it. So we are stitching it where we mark the V. Let's say, like, let's call it the V. So we are stitching where we mark it. You understand? We are stitching where we mark it. Exactly, we mark it. So we are stitching that part. So we are gonna turn this side too, this other side too. We are gonna stand this other side too, and to make it like this. And to make it like this, and to make it like this right here, and to make it like this right here. So this is how we are making it. This is exactly how we make it. You understand? So guys, right here, this is how we make it. So let's stitch this side. Let's stitch this side, this part. You understand? Let's stitch this part to the down, you understand? And to what? Cut it. So there's the ongoing welt pocket stitches stitching. So if you are new here, kindly subscribe to this channel so that you'll be part of this beautiful series family, Maxstar series. You understand? Maxstar series. Subscribe Maxstar series and comment Maxstar series to the world. So this is how we do it. This is exactly how we do it. So we have stitched here, we have sealed here. You understand? We have sealed this part, and so we are going to the other part. The other part is the top part. So we are stitching it from the top to the very end, to the end part. We are stitching it from the top to the end part. You understand? So watch it carefully. Watch how we're doing it carefully, so that you're able to do it yours too beautiful and very nice, so that your work is gonna come out very beautifully. You understand? Beautiful. So we are stitching the top part too. So we have done stitching the top part. So what we are gonna do is to make sure we make it close. Look at how it is done right here. So guys, we are going to be stitching the top part. You understand? We are going to be stitching the top part. This is the top part. We are going to be stitching it. So watch it carefully so that you know how to sew it. You to sew yours too. You understand? So this is how we stitch it. We are making sure it's straightened. You understand? We are making sure it's straightened, so that we're able to we stitch it the way we want it to be stitched. You understand? The way we want it to be stitched. So this is how we stitch it. This is exactly how we stitch the top part too. This is exactly how we stitch the top part too. And this is how it's looking after stitching the top part. You understand? This is how it's looking. So we are gonna turn it like this, and to stitch the down to cover it all, so that it make the wall pocket. So watch it carefully. La ilaha illallah wahdahu la sharika lah, lahul mulku wa lahul hamdu, yuhyi wa yumiitu wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. So watch it carefully. Raditu billahi rabban wa bil islami dina wa bi Muhammadin sallallahu alayhi wa sallam nabiyyan wa rasulan. So guys, please watch it carefully so that you know how to stitch yours too beautiful, very beautiful. So this is how we stitch it. So we are gonna to shape it to make it nice. So we are going to be knitting it. We are gonna be putting we are gonna stitch the overlock. We are gonna be overlocking it, and we are gonna be knitting it right after this stitch or this tutorial. We are gonna be knitting it. We are gonna be knitting it to make it looks what we want. So over here, when you turn it like this, when you turn it like this, it's looking what a back pocket. When you put your hands inside like this, it's gonna be looking like this, you understand? So the back pocket, you understand? This is the back pocket, you understand? So we are going to be ironing it to make it smoother, and we can continue to the next part. So guys, after ironing it, this is exactly how it's looking, you understand? So when you put your hands inside, it's gonna be looking what absolutely beautiful. So let's get to the next part. So guys, on the next part, we are going to be joining the waist. You understand what I'm talking about? We are going to be joining the waist. You understand? We are going to be joining the waist. So if you want to join the waist, you just have to put this one on it like this. We just have to put this one on it like this, on the table like this. You understand? On the table like this, and to put this one too on it like this, we turn this back where the zipper to on it like this. You understand? To so we are gonna be stitching it right here. So we are gonna measure 30 inches. The waist is 30. The waist, we are making it 30. We are making the waist to be 30 inches. You understand? So guys, and to stitch it to this line, so what we are gonna do is to measure 30 inches. The waist is 30 inches, you understand? The waist is 30 inches. So this is where we are going to be get the 15 inches. So we have make this one to be the same, you understand? The mouth to be the same measurement. So we are gonna be putting the tape measure right here, you understand, where we stitch the zipper, the front zipper, and to measure 15 inches, right here. So this is the 15 inches. Let's use pen to mark it. 15 inches right here. So what we are gonna do is to stitch it to the down part or the end part, you understand? So let's do it right now. Let's stitch it right now. So we are stitching it. We are joining the waist. This is how we join the waist. This is exactly how we join a waist, trouser waist. This is exactly how we join a trouser waist. So this is how we join it. This is exactly how we join a trouser waist. So after this, we are going to be opening it. Like this. So this is how it looks. So guys, this is how it looks. This is how we measure that we stitch the trouser waist, to understand how to join the trouser waist. You understand? So we are going to be marking here with the pen. Right here, and also right here. That's where we are going to be making the lace to be coming out from there, you understand? So that's why we have marked it. So let's get to the next part. So guys, the next part, we are going to open this one, you understand? We are going to open this one and iron it inside to the down part, you understand? So guys, after iron the waist joint together, this is how it's looking. It's gonna be looking like this, you understand? So guys, over here we have a fabric of the same inches. Why it's 2, but it's the same inches, you understand? So one width is 2 inches, and the length is 6.5. The length is 6 and quarter, you understand. So what we are gonna do is to what, put this one on it. What we are going to be doing is to put this one on it and to fold it like this, you understand, to and to fold to put it on it like this, and we iron it and come and show you the rest of it, you understand. So guys, this is how we have make it. So if you want to know how we did it, we folded this one into it like this, and we fold this one to on it like this, and we fold the top part like this, and to make it look like this. So where do you think we are going to be putting this one on? Comment below. Where do you think we are going to be putting this design on? So guys, let's get it done. This is exactly where we are going to be putting this design on, you understand. The trouser down, you understand, the down part of the trouser, the sideways, you understand, the sideways, just like you putting some design on the sideways, you understand. So this is the exactly place that we are going to be putting it on, you understand, to putting it on. So we are gonna stitch from the down to the top part. We are gonna stitch from the down to the top part. Stitching it. We are gonna be stitch from the down to the top part. So we are gonna turn it like this. Oh, it's made somehow, but we are gonna take it like that. We forgot to straighten it to make it straighten, but we are gonna take it like that. It's all good. So guys, we are going to be what, we are going to be stitching it to the down part. We are going to be stitching it to the down part. We are going to be stitching it to the down part. We are going to be stitching it to the very end, you understand. So this is how it's looking. This is exactly how it's looking. This is exactly how it's looking afterward stitching it. This is exactly how it's looking. This is exactly how it's looking. So let's do the other side. Let's do the other side. So we get to the the waist or the waistband, and to join it together and to make it what we want, you understand. So let's do this one too. Let's stitch this one too. So guys, let's get it done. So let's stitch it from what, the down to the top part, as we did the other one. The down to the top part. What is inside of this is a hard gum stick or a hard stiff. What is inside this is what we call a hard stiff, you understand. So we are stitching it. I'm sweating, my sweat just flew on the float. So we are stitching it. We are stitching it. So let's stitch it to the down part, the end part. So this is how we stitch it to the end part. So guys, this is exactly how we stitch this part too. So we are gonna iron both sides, understand. So guys, this right here is what we are going to use for the lace, you understand. This right here is what we are going to use for the lace. So we are making the lace, you understand. This is the length is almost 50 inches because the waist is 30 inches, you understand. So this is 1.5 right here. So we are making it. So watch how we are stitching it carefully so that you know how to stitch yours what beautiful too, you understand. So watch what I'm stitching very, very careful, you understand. Very, very careful. So this is how we stitch it. This is how we fold it. You see how I fold it? I am folding it to make it easy. So we are stitching it to where the 50 inches end, you understand. We are stitching this waist to where the 50 inches end. So we are stitching it. So please, if you are new here, kindly subscribe to the channel. Tell a friend to tell a friend to come and subscribe. Master series will come and learn how to sew beautiful, you understand? How to sew from creds to what? University of Sewing, you understand? So we go. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يخذ حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم صدق الله العظيم صدق الله العظيم صدق الله العظيم. So this is exactly how we stitch it. Keep quiet. So this is exactly how we stitch the lace. This is exactly how we stitch the trouser or the lace to insert into the trouser. You understand what I'm talking about? This is how we stitch it. So we are moving to the waistband. You understand? We are moving to the waistband. So this right here too is what we call the waistband. The waistband. So the length is almost 15 inches as well as the what. So it's 6 inches right here, 6¼ inches. So we are gonna fold it to the very end. We are gonna fold it 1/4 inches to the very end. You understand? To the very end. You understand? So this is how it's gonna be. We are stitching it. So watch it carefully so that you're able to learn this simple, and you will be able to, you are gonna be able to sew it nicely. Understand? So we are stitching it. So without wasting my time, we are stitching it. Allah la ilaha illa huwa al-hayyul qayyum la ta'khudhu sinnatun wa la nawm lahu ma fi samawati wa ma fi له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يخذ حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم صدق الله العظيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. I hope you are seeing how we are stitching it. Okay, look it well. آمن الرسول بما أنزل إليه من ربه والمؤمنون كل آمن بالله وملائكته وكتبه ورسله لا نفرق بين أحد من رسله وقالوا سمعنا وأطعنا غفرانك ربنا وإليك المصير. So we are gonna fold this one too inside, just like we did this one. لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا وسعها لها ما كسبت وعليها ما اكتسبت ربنا لا تؤاخذنا إن نسينا واخطأنا ربنا ولا تحمل علينا إصرا كما حملته على الذين من قبلنا ربنا ولا تحملنا ما لا طاقة لنا به واعف عنا واغفر لنا وارحمنا أنت مولانا فانصرنا على القوم الكافرين. So guys, we are gonna iron this. Hope you are listening to the beautiful Quran recitations too. When we are sewing, we also what reading or reciting a Quran, a beautiful Quran. Allah Akbar, Allah is the greatest. And subscribe if you are Muslim or you are reverse. What do we call it? Let's go. Let's get it done. So right here we are going to be iron it to make it smoother. So guys, as we have finished stitching the lace and the waistband, let's join it to it. Let's pick the waistband right here. You see the back. This is the back. Where's the parent back? This is the back. You understand? This is the back of it. So you see how we did it. So we are gonna be putting it right here and to stitch it. So watch how we stitch it. You understand? Watch how we stitch it very careful. Watch how we stitch it. We are gonna put the lace inside. So this is not a bed hose. This is not a bed hose. This one is a lace. This one is the lace one. You understand? The one that we put a lace. So we are gonna make a hole right there, a hole right there, and to stitch it to this part, and to stitch it to where the pen is marked, and to stitch it to where the pen is being marked, and stitch it, and to stitch it. So we cut it. So we have cut it. So you see, this is where the pen is being marked. You understand? This is where the pen is being marked. Let's make it straight so that we don't make a mistake. This is where the pen is being marked, and we have stopped right there. We are gonna cut it, but to cut it, we just have to be careful before cutting it. We just have to be very, very careful. We just have to add some inches to it. Add like 1¼ inches to it before we cut it. You understand? Before we cut it, we have to add like 1¼ inches before we cut it. You understand? So we have cut it. So we are gonna fold it inside like this. We are gonna fold it inside like this, and also fold this one to it, and to stitch from the top to the down part. You understand what I'm talking about? To stitch from the top to the down part. To stitch from the top to the down part. So we are stitching it. So guys, this is how we stitch it. You understand? This is how we stitch it, right? So where this part too, you understand, where we cut it, we are gonna do it the same way that we did this one. We fold it and to fold it inside. You understand? We fold it and to fold it inside. You understand? Fold it and to fold it inside. You understand? This is how we stitch it. Guys, this is how we stitch this one. You understand? Have you seen how we stitch it? This is exactly how we stitch this one. We are stitching the waistband that we are going to be putting the lace inside. You understand? This is what we are stitching. We are stitching a waist that we are going to be putting a waistband on it, or inside it. You understand? So this is exactly how it's gonna be. We are gonna put this one on the down part, because it's the left one. So we are every left one, we are gonna put it on the down part. So we stitch on top of it. And guess move straight to the and to move straight to the we the other one, the right part. You understand? We are stitching straight to the right part. We are stitching it straight to the right part. So guys, we are stitching it. We are stitching it to the other part, on the other side. You understand? We are stitching it to the other side. We are stitching it to the other side. So watch it carefully so that you will be able to see your swatch nicely. You understand? So we are stitching it, guys. Guys, we are stitching it. So this is where we have marked the pen. So we are gonna be cutting we are gonna be cutting some from it to stitch the So let's cut the thread and to stitch what I'm talking about. Let's do fast. Let's do fast. Let's do fast. Let's do fast, very fast. Let's do very fast. Let's do fast. So we are stitching it. Let's be quick. Let's be quick about it. Let's be so quick about it. And let's be quick about it. Let's be quick about it. So after stitching this part, we are gonna bring the other part. So you have you seen this one here? This is the zip. So we are gonna open it like this and to make it like this. Understand what I'm talking about? So that where we are stitching it is not gonna be make a mistake. Understand? So we are gonna stitch it the right full way. Or you understand? So right here, we are gonna be folding it inside like this. You understand? So we are folding it to stitch it, you understand? We are folding it to stitch it. And to stitch it the way that we want to be doing it, you understand? So this is how we are stitching it. So this is how we stitch it. So that's how we stitch it. So guys, that's exactly how we stitch this one too, you understand? As you already see how we stitch the first ones, understand? So we are gonna open it to make it like this. We are gonna put this one on it because this is the right one. Understand that? The first one was the left one, so we are gonna put this on top. This one we are gonna put it on top. You understand? This one we are gonna be putting it on top. So this is on top. So let's cut this from there. Let's cut this one. So let's put it. Let's put it on it. So we are gonna be cutting the last part right here. We are going to be cutting the last part right here. We are cutting the last part, you understand? So over here, do you know what we are going to be doing right now? We are going to put this one on it. We are going to be putting this one on it, just like we did the we are gonna be putting it on it like this, and to stitch it to the point, and to stitch it to this point, and also stitch right here, so that we will be able to insert the lace, so that you will be able to insert the lace inside this one, you understand, inside this one, you understand. So same to the other one that we are gonna be stitching, you understand. We are going to be doing the same thing to the other one, left, on the left side. So this is how the left side too is gonna be. This right here too is gonna be on top like this, and stitch it the same way that we did the recent one. So we are stitching it. So we are stitching it to make the way we want it. So we are stitching it to make the way we want it. So we are stitching it to make the way we want it. So we have stitched it. So we have stitched it. So we have stitched it. So this is how we stitch it, you understand. So over here, we are gonna put it on it like this, and to measure 2 inches. We are gonna be putting it on it like this, and to measure 2 inches. And to measure 2 inches and to stitch to the down part, you understand. When we get the 2 inches done, then we stitch to the down part. When we get the 2 inches done, then we stitch the down part. So we are getting 2 inches to be stitched, you understand. So this right here is the 2 inches. So this right here is the 2 inches. So we are stitching it to the down part, the down part. We are stitching it to the down part. We are stitching it to the down part. So this is how we stitch it. So let's move right to the this side too. We are gonna be this side, you know how it's looking already. We are gonna be folding it like this. We are going to be folding it like this, and to make it look like this, and to make it look like this, you understand, and to make it look like this, and to measure 2 inches, and to measure another 2 inches from where I have put the measurement of where I have put, so that we measure it 2 inches. So we stitch it 2 inches. So we are stitching the 2 inches too. We are stitching the 2 inches too. So this is the 2 inches, you understand. This is how we stitch the 2 inches too. And then also, if so we are gonna be open it, you understand, open it to make it like this, open it to make it looks like this, you understand. So when you measure, it's gonna be 2 inches, right? If it's not 2 inches, then it's 2 inches, just forget. Then we will open this one too, you understand. We're gonna open this one too. We are gonna open this one too, to make it looks like this, to make it both looks like this, you understand. To make it both looks like this, and so when you turn it, it's gonna be looking like this. So we are gonna iron it. To make it looks like this, you understand, to make it look like firm and correct. We are gonna iron it. So guys, after making it this way, we are gonna be inserting this lace inside, you understand I'm talking about. We are gonna be inserting the lace inside, you understand. So to insert the lace inside, this right here is the lace. We are gonna open the back right here, and to insert it in the in the what do we call it, in the hole, in that hole. We're gonna be setting it into that hole. Got a little hole right there. We are gonna be setting it into it. I am sure that the hole is small, that is why we are delaying, but here is it. So we have inserted it, you understand. So what we are gonna do is to make sure it goes straight, the lace goes straight. So what we are gonna do right now is to stitch on top of this, the lace. Is to stitch on top of the lace like this, so that it don't go anywhere, it doesn't remove from where we have been put it. Later we are gonna cut it so that it will be free. Let's say that we have arrested it right now. We have arrested the lace right now. We are gonna free him after we stitch it finish, understand? Yes, that's how we do it. So we're making sure that it's going straight inside, understand? We're making sure that the lace is going straight inside, understand? It's going very straight inside, understand? That's why we are doing this. That is the reason why we are doing this. So to start this, we are starting from the first side, that is here. So we are stitching it. We are stitching it from there and to this part. So we are stitching it and to this part. So we are stitching it and making sure that the lace is inside and what nice, making sure that the lace is inside, making sure that the lace is inside it. So we stitch it perfectly. So we are going to be inserting the lace at this the last part, so that it's going to be simple for us to do it, so that it's going to be very simple for us to do this sewing. We are going to be inserting it inside this one, inside this one, so that it's going to be very easy for us to stitch it, you understand? So this is how we do it. So let's stitch it. So let us stitch it. So we get to where we want to be reached. That's that place that we want to reach. So we are stitching it. Guys, watch it carefully. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe now to Maxstar Seams, and tell a friend to subscribe to Maxstar Seams for the best sewing styles ever. Please teach you how to sew best and beautifully, understand? We teach you how to sew best and beautifully. Kindly subscribe to this channel and turn on the post notifications. Comment, like, share this video. Let's get 10k views. Let's get 10k views on this video. So right here, we are gonna free. No, we ain't gonna free it yet. So we are gonna stitch it on top. We are gonna stitch it on top to the end. You understand? On top to the end part. So we are stitching that one too. So we are stitching that one too. So we are stitching that one. So we are stitching that one too. We are stitching that one too. So we have stitched it finished. You understand? We have stitched it finished. So we are going to be freeing this one, freeing this lace, so that's all gonna be the same, you understand? It's all gonna be the same, looking the same, you understand what I'm talking about? So we have freed it, and now it's free, you understand? And now it's free. So we are gonna be iron this. So guys, after ironing it, we are gonna be turning it like this. You understand? We are gonna be turning it like this to make it looks like this. We are gonna put the lace on top. We are gonna put in the lace, pulling the lace on top. So we are gonna be stitching right here. We are going to be stitching the down part of the trouser. You understand? We are going to be stitching the down part of the trouser. So this is how we are stitching it. We are gonna stitch it from where the machine has landed, or where the machine has landed, so that we stitch it from there. You understand? Hope you understand. Let me remove the lace because it has been there, so that it don't pass on it. So we are stitching it, guys. Watch it carefully. Watch it carefully so that you will be able to do yours nicely. So we are stitching it. So this is how we stitch it. So guys, this is how we stitch this one too. This is how we stitch this part too. So we have stitched it finished. So after stitching it, then we are gonna be doing it like this. We are gonna stand it like this, and to put the zip on it like this. To put the zip on it like this. Yes, on it like this. On it like this. And to what? First of all, we have to cut here. We have to cut this part. We have to cut this part, you understand? So that we know what we are doing. So we are going to be putting the zip on it like this. On it like this. On it like this. And to stitch it to the top part. So we are doing it right now. And to stitch it to the top part. So we are doing it right now. So let's stitch it faster. So we are stitching it. So we are gonna be removing it. Make sure we stitch it carefully. That is the reason why we have removed it. Just to make sure we are stitching it carefully. So we are gonna pull the zip down. The zip down, so that we can stitch it to the holes. So this is some holes right. This is the holes right here. You understand? So we are gonna insert the zip inside. We are gonna insert the zip inside. We are gonna be inserting the zip inside. Understand? We are gonna be inserting the zip inside, and to stitch it. And to stitch it. You understand? So to stitch it to the top side, and to stitch it to the top side, and to stitch it to the top side. That is how we do it. That is exactly how we do it. That's exactly how we stitch the trouser zipper, the front zipper, or the zipper on the trouser. This is how we do it. Understand? So we are gonna turn it like this, where the zipper is longer. The longer zipper is looking. So we are gonna be cutting where the longer zipper is looking like this. We have cut it, and to stitch where the holes was. You understand? Onto the zipper. To stitch where the holes was onto the zipper. Where the holes was onto the zipper, like this. Just like this. Just like this, and to remove it like this, and to remove it like this, and to turn before we turn the trouser, we just have to stitch right here. Just have to stitch right here too, before we turn the trouser. Before we turn the trouser, we have to stitch right here before we turn the trouser, because we stitch it first and we have that is, so we have to stitch it back. You understand? So it's to make it nice. You understand? So this is how we stitch it. This is exactly how we stitch it. So we are gonna turn the trouser like this, faster, and we are gonna turn the trouser like this, you understand? We're gonna be turning the trouser like this. We're gonna be turning the trouser like this, and to put this one on it like this, and to put this one on it like this, and to put this one on it like this, so we're going to be stitching right here. So before we stitch it, let me iron it smallly. So guys, after ironing it, let's stitch it from this to the down part like this, like how we do a trouser stitch, understand? So let's do it right now. Let me open the zipper smaller so that it comes up, so that we're able to get the road to stitch it, you understand? To get the road to stitch it. So we're stitching it, man. We are stitching it. So guys, we are stitching it. So guys, we are stitching it. We want it to make the way we want it to be. We want to stitch it the way we want it to be. The way we want it to be. So we are stitching it. We made some faults right there. So now we are stitching it. To the exact part. So let's stitch it faster, and to turn it like this, and to turn it like this to this part, to turn it like this to this part. So this is how it's gonna be looking. This is exactly how it's going to be looking, guys. This is exactly how it's going to be looking. This is the back. This is how the back is going to be looking. When we iron it, it's going to be making nice. So when we iron it, it's going to be making nice. And also we are going to be pulling the zip up for you to see that we have make it nice. So there's some small mistake. We made this one longer than this, but it's okay. We are gonna take it like that. When you are shooting a video, you gotta make a mistake, because it's not easy to shoot the video, you understand what I'm talking about. So this is how we stitch it. So we are turning it, but before that we are gonna iron it again. So after ironing it, we are turning the outside, and make sure the outside to come out, so that we stitch the leg down, so you understand, the towels, the down round and stuff like that, the ankle, you understand. So this is how is it, or this is how it's looking. So guys, this is how it's looking right now. This is exactly how it's looking, and we want a measurement of 5 and half. We want a measurement of 5 and half. So we are measuring it to where we want to get the 5.5 inches. So we are starting from that. So this right here is where the 5.5 inches is. So we are gonna stitch it straight. We are gonna stitch it straight to the topper. We are gonna stitch it straight to the topper. So let's get it done. Stitching it straight to the top, straight to the topper. Make sure that it lands now, because of the towels, the down round and the towels, you understand? The down round and the towels. The trouser down round, and also the towels. be getting all done. And to be getting it all done. To be getting it done like this. So after stitching this one, we are going to the next part. Let's say like this is the left, so we are going to the right part, you understand? And to measure what the 5 and what half, and to measure the 5.5 inches, and to measure the 5.5 inches, and to measure the 5.5 inch. So this is it right here. The 5.5 is right here. So we are gonna stitch it the way we stitch it, the way we stitched the recent one, or the one we stitched earlier. So it's straighting. We are stitching it straight before, so that the down round is gonna be fold it inside perfectly. That's why we're stitching it straight. After that, then we stitch it slantly. After that, then we make it slantly. After that, then we make it slantly so that it gets to the where the tiles is. So that it gets to where the tiles is at. So we are stitching it. So we are stitching it to get the right equipment, or get the right sew, so that our sewing is gonna come out very, very beautifully. So subscribe to Maxstar series now for the best sewing styles. Subscribe to Maxstar series now for the best sewing styles. So that's how we do it. At this point, we are going to be what? We open this. We are going to be opening this like this. You understand? We are going to be opening it like this. We are going to open this part like this, or like to fold it like this. So how we are going to do is to what? Stitch it, open this part, you understand, there where the zipper is, and to what? Stitch it from here, from here, from here, from here, we come through that level, so that it's not gonna make any mistake, so that we are not going to make any mistake stitching it, understand? So that we are not going to make any mistake while stitching. So that is exactly how it's gonna be looking. Look at how I am stitching it carefully, so that you're able to what? Stitch yours nicely too, so that we mark it on this. We're gonna be stitching it on this what's lane. We're gonna be stitching it on this lane, you understand? So that is how we do it. 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 So let's open it. So before we open it, we are going to be what? Iron this part. You understand? And iron this part before we open it. When we turn it like this, this is exactly how it's gonna be looking. This is exactly how it's going to be looking. So we are stitching the down part, you understand? Let's stitch the down part so we get to the finish. The trouser length is 29.5. So we're making it half inches. We are making this 1/2 inches, and also a 1 inches to what? For the sewing allowance. For the sewing allowance, that is what right there for you. Let's measure it to see if it's that 1 inch. It's not up to that 1 inches, but let's make it like that. Let's stitch it like that. It's not up to, it's almost 1 inches there. So let's stitch it like that. So we are stitching it. So this is the end part. So this is getting to the end part. Wahda, la ilaha illallah wahda, la sharika la, lahul mulku wa lahul hamd, yuhyi wa yumiit wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir, wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. La ilaha illallah wa la na'budu illa iyyah muhdisina lahuddina walau karihal kafirun. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad wa ala ali sayyidina Muhammad. So we are stitch right here, understand? So we are stitching the other part. So guys, let's stitch the other part. So let's stitch the other part, you understand? We have done this one, we have finished this one, so let's stitch the other part, you understand? We have done this one, so let's stitch the last part. Let's stitch the last part. It was half and almost 1 inches, right? So we are doing this one the same thing. We are making this one the same thing, you understand? So that we get what we want. So that we get what we want. We want almost 1, not 1 inches. So this is almost 1. That is the almost 1, not a 1 inch. Understand? Not a 1 inch, but almost 1 inch. So we are setting it. So Allahu Akbar, Allah is the greatest. Astaghfirullah, la ilaha illa anta wahdahu la sharika lah, lahul mulku wa lahul hamd, yuhyi wa yumiit wa huwa ala kulli shay'in qadir. Subscribe for the best sewing styles. So guys, we are getting to the finish line. So if you subscribe, you are not going to get it easy at all. You are gonna enjoy the sewing, you understand? You are gonna enjoy the sewing in the best simple ways, so that you're able to so that you will be able to sew better and nice. To be able to sew better and nice. That's what we do here. We teach how to sew better, how to stitch nicely. So this is how we stitch it. So this is the end part of the trouser of this beautiful trouser sewing. So this is the end part. So subscribe for the best sewing styles, Maxstar sewing to the world, and Allah is the greatest, and and this is the end part of the trouser. This is the back pocket, you understand? So this is the front too, and this is how it's looking. So subscribe now for the best sewing style. We are going to iron it to make it beautiful. Subscribe now for the best sewing style. We are going to iron the down part to make it also look stunning. So subscribe now for the best sewing styles, Maxstar sewing to the world. See you in the next video. Thank you for watching.